Is the United States on the verge of a massive military confrontation with Iran, or is this the ultimate game of high-stakes diplomatic poker? Vice President J.D. Vance has just sent a thunderous warning to Tehran, confirming that while the administration is still holding the door open for a deal, the American military is sitting on the edge of its seat, ready to move at a moment's notice. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss any of our updates as these stories develop. The situation has escalated rapidly over the last 48 hours. Speaking to reporters at a White House press briefing, Vice President Vance laid out the administration's dual-track approach with absolute clarity. The message is blunt: the United States is pursuing a diplomatic path in good faith, but if that path fails, the backup plan is not more dialogue, it is a full-scale military campaign. Vance didn't mince words, stating that it takes two to tango, and that the White House is not going to stand by while Iran potentially pursues a nuclear weapon. Locked and loaded were the words used by the vice president, echoing the exact sentiment President Trump shared with him. This comes on the heels of a frantic weekend of brinksmanship. We now know that late Monday night, the president was essentially 1 hour away from pulling the trigger on a major strike. Trump himself revealed that he put the mission on ice, hopefully forever, in his words, because he wants to see if a deal can be reached that avoids what he calls bombing the hell out of them. But make no mistake, the clock is ticking. Trump has been setting deadline after deadline, oscillating between the threat of total destruction and the promise of a negotiated agreement that would finally put the nuclear issue to bed. What does this mean for the geopolitical landscape? We are seeing a classic madman theory approach in real time. By keeping the military option constantly on the table, the administration is signaling to Tehran that they have absolutely no leverage left. If the Iranians walk away from the table, they aren't just losing a diplomatic opportunity, they are inviting a, as Trump described it, large-scale assault that would leave very little of their infrastructure intact. The pressure is now entirely on the Iranian leadership. They are facing a choice: either accept a permanent, verified prohibition on nuclear capabilities, or face an American administration that has explicitly stated it is willing and able to reset the regional power balance through military force. This is not just rhetoric, it is a fundamental shift in how the current administration interacts with adversaries. They are trading the strategic patience of previous administrations for a move fast or else ultimatum. The potential outcomes are narrow. Either we see a historic deal signed in the coming days, or we see a massive, irreversible escalation that will redefine Middle Eastern policy for the next generation. If the military campaign does restart, it won't be a surgical strike, it will be a full-scale prosecution of America's objectives. The administration is essentially betting that Iran values its regime survival more than its nuclear ambitions. So, here is the real question: do you believe this aggressive approach is the only way to force Iran to the table, or is this locked and loaded rhetoric pushing the region closer to an unnecessary war? Is Trump's strategy a brilliant display of leverage, or is it a dangerous gamble that could spiral out of control? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to hear your perspective on this. The next few days will be critical. The White House has made it clear that they are done with empty promises and drawn-out negotiations. They want a resolution, and they want it fast. We will continue to monitor the situation here, bringing you the facts as they happen. Stay tuned, stay informed, and keep watching as we navigate this intense chapter in U.S. foreign policy. Thank you for watching.